With the neighborhood naturalists, let's learn together. With the neighborhood naturalists, let's wonder together about what's going on around our homes.
Hi there, and welcome to Neighborhood Naturalists. This week we are learning all about bees. They belong to an order of insects that also include sawflies, wasps, and ants. In Ontario, there are hundreds of species of bees, and this week we're going to be learning about a few of them.
There are over 350 species of wild bees that live in the Lake Simcoe watershed. Now, of those species, we sort them into two different categories. There are social bees that live in colonies with many other bees. But the vast majority of bees that live in the Lake Simcoe watershed are solitary bees that spend their lives living mostly on their own. Do you recognize this type of bee? Yep, that's right, this is a bumblebee. Now, bumblebees are an example of a type of bee that are considered social. Bumblebees live in colonies, and their nests are usually located under the ground. There can be anywhere from 40 to about 400 bumblebees in one colony. Within the colony, each bee has a role. They may be a forager who goes out looking for flowers and food, or they may be the queen bee that stays in the nest laying eggs. Bumblebees don't make honey, but instead they help us humans out by pollinating lots of the plants that we eat for food, including things like berries, peppers, tomatoes, and even our apple trees. There are many different species of bumblebees, but one in particular needs our help. The rusty-patched bumblebee is an endangered species and hasn't been spotted in Canada since 2009. If you see a rusty-patched bumblebee, make sure you take a photo and report it on bumblebeewatch.org.
Sweat bees are another common example of a native species to Ontario. Females are colored bright green across their entire body. They nest in the ground and gather pollen and nectar using their short tongues. Males are brightly colored across their head and thorax, but have a yellow and black striped abdomen. The leafcutter bee comes by its name quite honestly. Female leafcutter bees use their powerful jaws to chew through leaves. They use the leaf cutouts to line their underground nest, dividing them into separate cells, each cell being home to one egg that the female will lay.
In addition to the wild bees we learned about, there are also honeybees. They're amazing insects that beekeepers like me keep in hives so we can harvest and eat the honey. We have some very special friends who are going to share some great facts about honeybees.
Hi, I'm Darlene from United Soils.
And I'm Shanna from Tiny Seedlings.
And we're here to give you the buzz on the bees.
Honeybees are not born knowing how to make honey. Instead, they're taught in the hive by older bees.
Bees make honey to feed their young and to ensure they have a proper food supply during the winter.
A honeybee visits between 50 to 100 flowers during a collection trip.
Honeybees communicate with one another by dancing.
The honeybee is the only insect that produces food consumed by man.
Can you find bees in your neighborhood? Take a photo and share it with us.